Yo, what's up, virgins and virgettes? It's me, Apron Burn, back again with my co-host Shadow the Hedgehog, and today, with my hat and everything, we're gonna be ranking every Sonic game by their soundtrack. A daunting task, but we'll be able to listen to some things, maybe some changed opinions that I might have usually had if I hadn't made this video. So without any further ado, let's go, baby. All right, so as we see here, we have pretty much all the games. I looked through this dozens of times to see if there's anything wrong with it. I think it has all the games, including the Master Systems. It's a bit hard to read, but we're not here to dwell on that. We're here to make a list. And I'm going to go in chronological order because that's how I feel. And starting off with the original Sonic the Hedgehog, there's not much more to say other than that it's pretty good. Not amazing because there's only 6 zones in the ending medley and the boss music, and that's it. But with all of that said, it's still B tier. I'll even get us to listen to one. Obviously, the most famous one. If we go, all right, now let's give it a listen. Obviously, you can see the title of it, so I don't know why I'm dwelling or stalling or anything, but here we go. I mean, this is probably the one that everyone's heard. Probably not much use in me playing this one, but you know, I think it just fits with what we're doing here. And as you can see in here, his body glitching through the logo, common trope, but yeah, I think that's enough. I think that is what makes it B tier, baby. And let's go down to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was right over here. Here we go. It's just better than the first one. There's nothing more to say other than that it's better than the first one, and that's what counts at the end of the day. And what I'm gonna pull up is it's Chemical Plant Zone, baby. Give it a play. It's a classic one. I guess I'll play a song for every game. I feel like that's fair enough. I mean, I don't want to make the video too long, but you know, if it's gonna be my first one coming back, then it may as well be a good one, right? You know how long it took me while this is playing to get their web camera set up? That took me like 20 minutes because it was just stupid, but we're not here to complain. We're here to rank music. And yeah, it's pretty good. So, yeah, that warrants at the A tier. Of course, Emerald Hill Zone is classic. I'm blanking right now. Mystic Cave Zone, I'm pretty sure it is. Even the new Hidden Pow Zone, only in the mobile versions. Been saying my intro too much. And the mobile versions is quite good as well. So let's go on to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now this is a good one. This is definitely the best from the Genesis. Obviously not the best from the CD because we'll get them later. But yeah, I'll get to playing my favorite one. Alright, it took me a while to find out what my favorite one is that wasn't remade in Sonic Mania. So I went with Ice Cap Zone, and just with that starting riff, if we talk about it, this game's music was actually made by Michael Jackson and was cut out in the Sonic 3 and Knuckles when you put the cartridge on the other one. It's pretty fun, right? Yeah, but yeah, made by Michael Jackson, then cut out because of the allegations that I'm not gonna touch on that, but yeah. So, and I think this is based off Hard Times by the Jetsons or something like that. I watched a video a long time ago. I didn't really retain the knowledge, but yeah, he made more like the Knuckles theme and the Carnival Night Zone with the yeah, he did that too because that's in another one of his songs. So yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles deservedly an S tier, but out of all the pretty much the 4 main classic ones that's going to be in Sonic Origins, it's not the best one. That's because the best one goes to the Sonic CD. And that's, first of all, there's 2 soundtracks. There's American and a Japanese. That's not 2, that's 3. But there's 2 soundtracks for American and Japanese. And they're both great, but my favorite, bar none, is, I'm not going to snap again, so just transition. Whoa, crazy transition, right? But as you can see, Quartz Quadrant from Sonic CD. This is definitely my favorite pre-2000 of pretty much any video game ever. So, of course, it's the Japanese version. Superior, by the way. God, I wish I knew how to make music. I'd make a living. But I just have to resort to listening to these tracks on Spotify. So yeah. I'd play more, but this video is already going to be super long. So yeah, Sonic CD, S tier, above Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is, well, we'll get into the other ones later. And I guess where I might want to just touch on the Game Gear games, because they're here. None of them are compelling at all. I'll put them all in D tier. Sonic 2, Tails' Adventure, Tails' Sky Patrol, Sonic Blast. Is there any other ones? I suppose not. At least I don't see any. Also, Sonic Eraser, that's not not an official game that I know. And yeah, Sonic Labyrinth, definitely not that. That one's one of the worst. That one might be the worst. And I guess I should put, yeah, there's Sonic Chaos, Sonic Spinball. I'm not gonna play for every game. I just want to do those 4 because they're the most 4 influential. Sonic Spinball has Toxic Caves. That alone puts it above every one of these. Chaotix also has one. I forget what it's called, but it also puts it in C tier above the rest of these. I haven't listened to Sonic the Fighters. I'm sure it's okay. Arcadey. So yeah. Sonic 3D Blast is also okay. With Green Grove or whatever it's called. That one's pretty good. And what else? Sonic Shuffle. It's a fever dream right there. I'm not gonna touch on that too much. Same with Sonic Pinball Party, or Sonic Battle. I haven't even touched that one. I don't care to touch that one for this video. So now that we've really cleared up some space here, actually, I've never listened to anything from Sonic Pocket Adventure, but that won't matter. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like the Bridge Zone. Was it Sonic 1 from the Master System? Where's that one? That alone again puts it in C tier, and I'm sure there's something in the Master System version of Sonic 2 that puts it there. I'm very educated, as you can tell, but let's move on to Sonic R. Now I'll say this is one of the cheesiest, corniest, out of place soundtracks in any video game ever. This is workout music for pretty much workout music for a Sonic game. And it surprisingly fits because the game itself isn't taken seriously. It's a joke. So I think it fits. I'll just play the best part. Shadow's enjoying it. Alright, yeah, so that's Sonic R. Not as good as Sonic 1, so we'll put it there. Sonic Adventure, this one, I like this one a lot. And my favorite one is, this may be a left field sort of selection, and people may be asking, I can't think about it right now, where's Speed Highway? That's because it's done better in a later game. But this one, when I fantasize about playing the good electric guitar well, this is definitely the opening riff that I always wanted to. I think it's the first song you hear. Well, it's not the first song you hear when you boot up game, but when you first get in the hub world, this is what you hear. Yeah. It's a good one. Of course, it's pretty much it. Just this like 22 seconds or whatever, how long it ends up being. As you see, it already loops, but it's. I have a lot of nostalgia from it because when I used to play Sonic Adventure on my PS3 that I got, it's just, yeah. I wasn't very good at it, so I never really got past Station Square. I'd always get lost in Mystic Ruins, and that's a curveball. But yeah. Overall, of course, it has Open Your Heart, which I would play. And it's done better in this game than Sonic Generations, but I decided to give some love on one of my most nostalgic tracks of all time. Now we're going to move on to Sonic Pocket Adventure. I'm going to be honest, I haven't listened to probably anything from Sonic Pocket. I can't put it higher than there. I'm sure it's better than Sonic Drift. Sorry if that's your favorite. Whatever. Sonic Adventure 2. Now you may be thinking Escape from the City, and while that's decent, I prefer a whole different genre from Sonic and Shadow stages. Maybe it's a surprise. I don't think it is, but the Knuckles songs are the best part about this game where he raps. Just the beat for the stage, because these always take the longest. So you want something to calm you down from rage quitting, and this does it. I would do Pumpkin Hill, but Pumpkin Hill, even with the cheesy rap song, makes me want to kill myself. Let's take a dive to water. So yeah, definitely I think the best from Sonic Adventure 2, Debate a Wall, and the rest of it's good. Of course, as I said, the Sonic ones, well, they're not my favorite. They're my second favorite, because not even City Escape, because of the temple one, the sand ruin thing. I forget what it's called. I could check, but I'm lazy. And then Metal Harbor, and then any other ones I'm forgetting. Whatever. It goes A tier behind Sonic Adventure, because Sonic Adventure is better in every facet. Okay, Sonic Advance. I feel real bad because I haven't listened to anything from Sonic Advance or 2 or 3. It'd be my due diligence to listen to them, but that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them all. Can I create one? Here we go. I feel like this is best for everyone. Where's the third one? There we go. All right, now Sonic Heroes. I don't know why my brain's farting, but here we go. Sonic Heroes. This probably isn't a surprise to anyone. Of course, Seaside Hill, the most calming thing to open the game, and this version a hell of a lot better than literally any of the remakes from Sonic Generations. Again, when I'm fantasizing with my dream Sonic guitar, this is number 2 behind Welcome to Station Square. So yeah, I think this might be the perfect Sonic song. This might be number 1, but that alone does not carry Sonic Heroes enough to be pretty much any high. It's not as good as Adventure 1 or Adventure 2. I don't even think it's better than the first game. This one has this one and nothing else that I really like. Mostly because besides this one, all the stage themes get stuck in my head because you're playing the same stages for like 9 minutes and it's annoying. Definitely Sonic Heroes' biggest fault, but that shouldn't take from the soundtrack, but it does anyway. I'll put him the best C tier. Only save, it'd be D if it wasn't for Seaside Hill. And now let's do Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, this is the cheesiest one. It may not be the most well created, but it's Crush 40. And it fits the game well, because the game is a joke. And the song kind of is too, but it's... a lot of people disagree with me, but I think this is good. Yeah, let's skip ahead a little. Once this thing kicks off, it'll be amazing. Definitely the best from Shadow the Hedgehog, but there's some good things like Never Turn Back. I really like that one too. From I think it's the neutral ending thing, and I think All Hail Shadows in this one, and that one's tolerable. So I think we deserve to put Shadow the Hedgehog, give it some respect. Ooh, is it as good as Heroes? I say so. That's a hot take. Here we go. We got Sonic Rush now. And I'll tell you right now, this would be the best one ever if it wasn't stuck on the DS, so they had to work with the DS. So here we go. Of course, mixed by the funky freshman Hideki Naganuma. And yeah, there's not much he could work with, especially when you're in game. All you hear is Sonic yelling, just yeah, woohoo, yeah, with the crowd chatter that sounds horrible in the background. But yeah, it's definitely different than it definitely has its own identity than any other Sonic game. When all the songs are kind of like this, and yeah. Yeah, and the entire thing is overall just very good. I don't want to play more than one song, except for a few exceptions that we'll get to later. But Sonic Rush, it's definitely A tier. Of course, it's on the DS, so it can't be as good as anything CD quality like these two, or literally CD quality. But yeah, let's move on to Sonic Riders. So I actually have never listened to the Sonic Riders soundtrack. That might be a little wrong. We'll put it in the Sonic Advanced tier. Moving on to Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic '06, the most underrated Sonic game of all time. And there's no competition. Well, I mean, there is competition, but for me, there's no competition for what song should be chosen here. All right, it shouldn't be a surprise, but there's just nothing better than violins, which I'm pretty yeah violins, and then everything else that happens in the song, combined with the fact that I lost my train of thought, but combined with the fact that you're in a flaming city, it just fits perfectly, I think. And as much as I would love to listen to the whole 6 minutes 48 seconds thing because it's just that good, my favorite from this game, probably my favorite from it. That's a little too far, but just very solid. If even if you're not a Sonic fan watching this video, if you're gonna listen to one song all the way through, it should be this one. 'Cause it's just that good. And just the Sonic '06 soundtrack in general is that good. With all the stage themes are decent. All the main themes, the actual song themes, they're good except for the Sonic's credit theme. That's horrible. But this is easily S tier. I put ahead of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's just so good. Moving on to Sonic Rivals. I'm not sure if it's this one or the second one that has that one song that like always race to win or whatever. But just in case, we'll put both of them in Sonic Advance because I don't want to be wrong. Moving on to Sonic and the Secret Rings. This shouldn't really be a surprise, mostly because maybe some people who are watching this also watched a lot of Koban or Mighty 456 growing up, including myself, and this was his intro song. So yeah. Definitely fits with the theme of the game in the Arabian Nights sort of thing with the guitar. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's the sitar. And it's just kind of decent all the way through. And that's kind of the theme for Sonic and the Secret Rings. Nothing straight up amazing, but nothing bad. Of course, there's the 7 rings in hand, which plays every time you open the game in every menu. And that gets annoying, but good news is if you don't play the game, then you don't have to worry about it. So I'll put it in B. And moving on to Sonic Rush Adventure. I don't think it's as good as Sonic Rush, and I don't want to spend the time to pick out a song because there's nothing that really comes to mind, but I did play it and I've heard it. It's not as good as Sonic Rush. It's probably not as good as Sonic Heroes, if we're being honest. We'll just put that there. And Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, I'll put it in C tier. Not above these three, though. Simply for Ungratify, which I'm not going to play to try to shorten down my video length, but it's probably one of the best just straight up songs that don't have to deal with anything in game. So yeah. And moving into Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood, we're gonna oh, would you look at this? Something appeared. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Well, I guess we have to put it here. This is probably the only game that music is literally ear graining. And that's obviously not good. So that's there's nothing more to say. I'd pick out a song, but I don't want this video to get flagged for potential hearing damage. Now here we go with Sonic Unleashed. As a game, it's my favorite of all time. As a soundtrack, it's one of my favorite of all time. Above Sonic CD, there's so many to choose from. I don't even know which one to choose. It would be this one. This probably isn't a surprise. It's obviously the best of the daytime stages. It's just one of the best in the game. Got the violins again. You got the guitar in the background. Got the piano. Again, obviously, it's not just this. There's so many more I could choose. Like every one of the hub world themes is good. Dragon Road day and night. Literally everything besides maybe Eggman Land and just like the battle theme when you hit an enemy and it starts to whatever. Other than that, everything is literally amazing. I can't think of one thing besides the annoying jazz theme that is bad. Everything. I think maybe the worst thing is I can't think of it, but it's the sand place. It's not Missouri. It's the other one. It's kind of Arabian themed. That's like the only one that's just okay. Everything else is amazing. And as we move on to Sonic and the Black Knight, a game that it should be probably the only one of these that it should be more praised, not because of the actual in-game music, but because of the songs that they do. It makes it the best C tier. That's not fair. It's better than the song things are better than Sonic and the Secret Rings. Like this. Now this is another one similar to Seven Rings in Hand where it boots up every single time the game opens and a lot of menus and like the thing when you beat the level. So yeah, that kind of demotes it, but again, you don't have to play Sonic and the Black Knight because that game isn't very good. Better than Secret Rings, but not by much at all. And of course it's Crush 40, so it kind of has to be here. That's pretty much it. As we move on to Sonic 4 Episode 1, this one actually, many may think that maybe it deserves to be down here. I think that's fair because of Splash Hill Zone, which I will now play. Funny thing about this is that in the Sonic movie 2, during the thing where Knuckles is chasing Sonic and Tails in the car, he punches through a truck that says Splash Hill on it, and of course I was sitting there just like pointing at the screen like, oh my god, that's the Splash Hill thing. And of course I was watching it with my two friends who literally know nothing about Sonic, so they didn't understand, but it's decent, and that's the only decent song in Sonic 4, but that enough, it carries it above the Master System games. And Sonic Freeriders is I'll give the best a D tier. The only thing I'll give it is the intro song, which is kind of catchy, but then it also gets annoying. The I'm falling free or whatever it is. I don't care enough to re-sing it. I don't care enough at all to give it my attention. But now, here we are. We've reached it. The greatest soundtrack in video game history is Sonic Colors. It's that simple. I could play any of the main 6 world themes. It'd be over. It has the hub themes are also good, and then just the intro things. Oh my god, I don't know which one to pick for Planet Wisp or Aquarium Park or Asteroid Coaster or Tropical Resort or Starlight. It literally has too much here. I'll just do Aquarium Park because that's my favorite. And along with my fantasy of one day learning how to play the guitar and playing everything else I just talked about, the other thing I would have is playing the piano and playing this song specifically. I've seen people do it. It's amazing. Every single song in this game is simply incredible. There's no other thing of putting it. I don't know how people don't think this is the best one. There's not much more to say. I could play all of them and they'd all be amazing. Okay, now this one is going to be the longest I talk about something. because Sonic Generations doesn't really have its own soundtrack. It's remixes of 1, 2, 3 Knuckles, 3 Knuckles, then the boss fights from and the rival fights, and then everything else. And some things it does well. The White Space medley, which is like the little intro you hear before going into the stage, those are amazing. Just the White Space in general, the bump 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 ba da dum bump 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 bump. That's great. And then you have the ending medley, which is the originals from 1, 2 Knuckles, so on and so forth. But one thing I actually really dislike about it is that it murders the remixes for pretty much everything that isn't Green Hill Zone. Everything sounds worse. I don't want to ruin it by playing one of the worst versions, but just an overview because it kind of gets me bugged a little. Besides Green Hill Zone, they did a good job about that. Chemical Plant Zone is far worse. Sky Sanctuary is worse. I forgot what was it. Oh yeah, Speed Highway that I talked about earlier is actually better. That's when I'll give it. But then City Escape is worse. Seaside Hill combines Seaside Hill and Ocean Palace. I don't think that works. It makes it more upbeat, which isn't the point of Sonic games. That's the worst. Crisis City is worse. It's not supposed to be more upbeat. It's supposed to. I understand it goes faster, but just ruins it for me. Rooftop Run is worse. And then the worst offender of this is Planet Wisp. Planet Wisp Act 1 is kind of like Planet Wisp Bad Future. And that can be fun, but it's not advertised as that. It's just Planet Wisp. And then it's just no bueno, no bueno. The final boss sucks. The music sucks for that one too. But the ending medley, the White Space medley, and the few things it improves on, it's good enough to be the best A tier. That's how it is. Sonic 4 Episode 2, I don't want to listen to. I played a little. It's not very. It's going in Sonic Advance. That's all I'm gonna say. Sonic Lost World, pretty much saved by one song that I think everyone knows what it's gonna be. I don't know how they make a song or make a game this goofy just on the Wii U and 3DS, and then they hide one of the best little piano things literally all time. This is better than anything that Mozart or Beethoven made. I don't even know how they did it. Again, with my piano fantasy, this is what I'm playing every day. Sorry to shut that off quick, but something you may have noticed, and pretty much every single one that I've clicked on, you may have noticed the Sonic 30th Anniversary Symphony up there. The remix of this song in that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And yeah. And of course, there's other good things like Windy Hill Zone and just the opening, Welcome to the Lost World, or whatever it's called. It's definitely good enough to make a B tier. That's tough. I'll put it here because I think Sonic 1's a lot more consistent. Like the desert level isn't very memorable in that one. At least everything in Sonic 1 is memorable. And as we move on to the Sonic Boom games, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I'm going to admit it, I actually like the game. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. But the music, the main thing, like the ambiance, it doesn't have any memorable music tracks. It's just not good. Yeah, and then Shattered Crystal and Fire and Ice. It was Sonic Run. Oh, wait, no. Sonic Runners, I know, actually has remixes of some of the good music, even though I've never listened to it. I'd say that's fair for Sonic Runners, because it's just remixes. And now another one that's going in the S tier is Sonic Mania. Ooh. I'll go here. Because it's pretty much just remixes besides the new stuff. And the new stuff is great, but I don't think that music really stands out as much as the remixes. And my favorite remix being Flying Battery Zone. Already a great piece. And Sonic and Knuckles made better by the geniusness of T. Lopes and his awesomeness. It's just that good. And that, yeah. every single song is as upbeat and as high tempo as that. Getting into these last ones, I'll put Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why that was at the very bottom because it's obviously in chronological order. But here we have Sonic Forces, and I'm not gonna play anything because there's nothing memorable about this game. This is the best D tier. Like, sure, it sounds alright. I like the theme song by Hoobastank, but there's just nothing there. And that's just the game itself. It's just everything about that game is just bad. And if we move on to Team Sonic Racing, it has some decent remixes. I like how it hides Cool Edge from Sonic Unleashed into its little snow section, and it hides Rooftop Run in Rooftop Run, and it hides Seaside Hill in Seaside Hill. I guess it's not hiding because it's there, but I'd say it's a solid C tier. Maybe it's better than the Sonic. I'll give it that. And I know there's no more, but the last one I wanted to talk about was Sonic Colors Ultimate. I say that Sonic Generations murdered pretty much every one of the previous ones that's in that game. Sonic Colors Ultimate murders, and not in a good way. Every single song in Sonic Colors, all the original tracks, are made 1,000 times worse than Sonic Colors Ultimate. If Sonic Colors Ultimate didn't still have the original song pack still in there that you have to pay for, which is fucking stupid, but if it didn't have that, this would be worse than Sonic Chronicles because it's just a murder. I don't really care for hyper potions. I think that's what it is. And something, for example, is if we go to I think it's safe to say I'm not a fan, and I'll tell you why in a second. This is just Sonic Colors Bad Future, this entire soundtrack, and why that's a problem, and it shouldn't have to be a problem. Sonic Colors on the Wii, the soundtrack fit it perfectly because it was a very, what you see is what you get. There's nothing special, you can't do any fancy moves, there's not a ton of enemies for you, there's not a lot of UI on the screen that flashes around. The Planet Wisp Act 1 in the original game, it's just beautiful. It's simple because the world around it is simple and beautiful. It doesn't need to have all this extra bass boost and nice whatever this is. It's the little fanfare all around it. I don't even know what to call it. And this would be fine if they made Sonic Colors Ultimate have a lot more enemies, have a lot more UI, have a lot more coolness to it, but it's just the same game. It's the same animations, it's the same graphics, but with just over the top music that makes it worse. And that's my hot take for the day. Thank you so much for watching, Virgins and Virgettes. Shadow was happy that you came out and watched the video. If you want more, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I already did soundtracks and the actual games themselves. I don't know what else there is to rank. Obviously I put Sonic Colors Ultimate below Sonic Advanced, but yeah, Sonic Colors Original, the best. Everything in S tier is amazing. And it kind of goes down pretty smoothly from there. So thank you all so much for watching, and take care. Goodbye. See you later.